For the first 30 seconds of this story, prepare yourself for an emotional hurricane mixed with chaotic rage, cosmic tragedy, unexpected moments of dark humor, and an unstoppable path of destruction, because this is the tale of how the Hulk, already one of the most dangerous beings in the Marvel Universe, becomes something far more terrifying when those responsible for the death of his wife ignite a fury so overwhelming and so violently unstoppable that even God's soldiers and cosmic forces tremble in his shadow, leading to a relentless hunt for vengeance, a heartbreaking journey of loss, and a chain reaction of violence so intense that the entire world is forced to confront the consequences of pushing Bruce Banner beyond his final breaking point. This is the complete story filled with emotional weight, cosmic intensity, and moments that are shocking, tragic, hilarious, and absolutely unforgettable, a narrative crafted to hold your attention until the final second as we explore what truly happens when Hulk's heart is shattered and his rage becomes the only law left standing. The story begins in a fragile moment of rare peace, a moment built from years of chaos, battles, and survival where Hulk has finally discovered something resembling happiness in the form of a life shared with a partner who understands him, supports him, and sees past both the monster and the scientist, embracing the fractured soul of a man torn between destruction and compassion. This woman becomes the anchor of his existence, the calm to his storm, the first genuine hope Banner has found in decades. But as always in the Marvel Universe, peace is a temporary illusion waiting to be shattered. The tragedy strikes without warning, a brutal act orchestrated by forces that fear the Hulk's potential, powers who believe that removing his emotional foundation will restore their control over a weaponized world, never understanding that their actions would unleash something far worse than the Hulk they already dreaded. In an explosion filled with smoke, chaos, and the cruel silence that follows irreversible loss, Hulk's wife is killed in a calculated attack meant to send a message, but instead becomes the spark that ignites the most dangerous version of the Hulk ever seen. As Bruce Banner collapses to his knees, feeling grief tear through his mind like 1,000 knives, the transformation comes, not as a roar, but as a deep gut-wrenching implosion of emotional devastation that triggers something ancient and indescribably powerful inside him. The Hulk emerges as a creature of pure fury, not blind rage, not mindless smashing, but a cold, focused hatred combined with the strength of a god and the will of a grieving man who has lost the only light in his life. His eyes burn with a terrifying glow, not of simple anger, but of a vengeance so committed, so primal, that even the air around him seems to tremble. The world tries to respond before the rampage truly begins, but nothing, not military defenses, not advanced tech, not containment protocols designed over decades can hold him as he tears through barriers, weapons, and fortresses built specifically to stop him. Each failure a testament to just how unstoppable he becomes when grief and fury merge into one monstrous force of nature. His footsteps shake the earth, each stride pushing him closer to those responsible, and as he moves, his strength increases exponentially, fueled by emotional fire that no weapon can extinguish. Along the way, Hulk's journey expands into a blend of tragic reflection and absurd chaos, with humorous moments arising from the sheer disbelief of observers watching an emerald giant destroy armored carriers with casual flicks of his wrist, rip apart satellite cannons like they were children's toys, and unintentionally launch tanks into the stratosphere, causing governments to panic, heroes to regroup, and villains to double-check their retirement plans. Even cosmic entities begin monitoring the situation, whispering through space that something unnatural is awakening within him. Something ancient and boundless that could reshape existence if left unchecked. As the Hulk closes in on the architects of his suffering, a secret faction driven by fear, arrogance, and the mistaken belief that Hulk could ever be controlled, his power reaches a magnitude never recorded before, with shockwaves tearing through environments simply because his heartbeat accelerates, and storms forming in the sky as a physical response to his fury. He tears through their defenses with terrifying ease, crushing walls of reinforced adamantium, shattering energy fields designed to restrain celestial beings, and pulverizing the strongest synthetic soldiers ever created. Yet beneath all the destruction lies a deeper emotional journey, one where Hulk and Banner's minds merge in unexpected harmony, united by loss, bonded in shared heartbreak, moving not as two entities struggling for dominance but as one soul driven by the need for justice, vengeance, and closure. The internal conflict that defined them for decades dissolves in the face of shared grief, creating a Hulk that is not mindless nor fractured, but terrifyingly focused. The final confrontation takes place in the heart of the faction's stronghold, an underground labyrinth of high-tech corridors, quantum barriers, and scientists who now desperately regret every decision that led them to antagonize the strongest being alive. Hulk tears through the stronghold with purpose, each impact creating seismic waves that crumble steel and distort gravity, his rage reaching levels that threaten to puncture the ground itself. The leaders stare at him in a paralyzing mixture of fear and awe, as they finally understand the truth. By killing his wife, they did not weaken him, they awakened something far worse. In a climactic surge of power, Hulk destroys the faction's core, extinguishing the threat that stole his happiness, and in the silence that follows, he stands amidst the ruins of vengeance, breathing heavily, carrying the unbearable weight of what remains a universe where revenge brings justice but cannot resurrect love. The battle ends, but the emotional wound remains carved into his soul, a reminder that even the strongest heroes break when the heart is shattered. As the dust settles, Hulk walks into the horizon, neither victorious nor defeated, but transformed, leaving behind a legacy of righteous fury and undeniable tragedy, a living symbol of what happens when the world pushes a hero too far. And with this story, one thing becomes painfully clear: you can fight the Hulk, you can fear the Hulk, you can even hope to survive the Hulk, but you never ever take away the one person he loves. If you enjoyed this complete story breakdown and want more emotional action-packed and unforgettable Marvel retellings, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share this video to help the nerd multiverse grow.